When you step out amongst them, that is when you become them. This is left side of the brain. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Shout outs to all of you Jaguars. This is left side of the brain. Today, I want to talk about the crowd. The crowd. What is the crowd? The crowd. The row. You can't spell crowd without the word row. R-O-W. The crowd. The ducks. You know what all these people remind me of? They remind me of ducks. You ever been to a carnival? And you know they have the duck, the plastic ducks in the river thing, and they racing the ducks, and your duck has a certain number. What does that remind you of? It reminds me of society. Just like those ducks in a row, and we moving around in circles, and we all have a number, a social security number. Everything we do is in sequence. Numbers, time and place, the day you're born. Everything is digital. Think about that. Computers are based on the binary code of the 0 and the 1. And we are given numbers for everything because we are inside of a computer system. And that's why they give us, well, that's the evidence that we are in a computer system. Basically a simulation. We are, like I stated before, holograms. And everybody is plugged into this system via their mind. Your mind is like the controller, and your body is basically the joystick. And the surface that you move to and fro, that's like the game board itself. So you walk around on the game board, and then you are given specific duties in your life. I was thinking about this today. I was having a discussion inside of myself. You know, we was talking about people having to pretend that they have purpose versus true purpose. Now, you have something in this life called applied applied purpose. Meaning, you apply yourself to be something. But that's not overall purpose of you. It's just an applied purpose. You know, in order for this world to go around, you must have bankers, you must have car dealers, you must have mechanics. All of those things are parts of the clock. Applied purpose. Then you have designated purpose. And that's what we call slavery. Some people are designated and given their purpose. Slavery still exists in this world. And then you have, within this game system, you have functional purpose. Functional purpose would be, well, another word, a better term would be innate purpose. Innate purpose is the built-in purpose that's inside of you. That's the true purpose. Like your organs in your body, they function without you having to apply a purpose to it. Like your lungs, they breathe involuntarily. Your heart, it beats involuntarily. The organs in your body, that's really the only part of you that has a true purpose. The organs in your body. Your subconscious programming, which makes you tick and operate, your nervous system, your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, that's really the only true purpose of a person. Everything else is applied purpose. Like, you make yourself have a purpose. You see what I'm saying? You say, my life is going nowhere, so I got to do something to make me feel like I'm doing something. That's not true purpose. Your lungs don't say that. Your lungs breathe at the same time while you are thinking about what you have to do. Your lungs is fulfilling its purpose without even thinking about it. It's involuntary. It's involuntarily built in. Now, you see everybody else who designate your purpose, they are the programmers. You see, they the ones who program this whole thing. They designate your purpose. And you, before you probably discover this channel or whatever, you never even thought about it. That's why they don't teach purpose to you, that you are more than what they want you to be. They're never going to teach you that in school, you see. And that's why I say that everything that is true is not going to be put inside of a book. They're not going to place everything inside of a book, because that would defeat their purpose. You see? This is what it is. And that's why in this life, you have to think, you have to first start thinking from the foundation of your innate purpose. You got to start thinking from your lungs. You got to say to yourself, see, I take everything to the root of everything. And I say to myself, I'm a soul, arm, leg, arm, head, living in a body, and I have tissue, circulatory, respiratory, cardiovascular, and a skeletal frame. That's where you start at. And then you have to say to yourself, it's going to do what it's going to do. The purpose of it doesn't need you to validate it. Meaning, you could be on a life support machine and your innate purpose, the body, is going to be operating. You still gonna be, listen to my breath. See, you're gonna be doing that hooked up to a machine. I thought about this thing. I take things to the deepest essence when I think about stuff. You see, I said to myself, analyzing purpose, I was like, how deep does it go down the rabbit hole? And then my conscience said, left side, it starts with innate purpose. Your lungs, your heartbeat, things that you don't control, but your body has a purpose. And what does that tell you? That means that your body was created. It's a machine, because it operates without you even thinking about it. See, this is evidence that you are in a prison body designed to work and labor. You see, because, and I don't care, I'm standing here, they don't know what I'm doing. I got the camera like aimed forward. So I'm like in this shop, you know, surrounded by organic portals. And you see, then you actually think they thinking about this stuff I'm talking about. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? How many people in here, we had to do a ratio percentage? And even when I'm shopping, I be thinking about this type of stuff. Even when I'm not talking about it. You think they actually thinking about that? Be real. You think them two girls over there ever think about the stuff? Come on, man. Come on, let's just be real. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is so rare, man. But anyway, back to what I was saying. As I thought about it more, you know, I realized that this body is already designated for what it's going to do. That's why they can take a heart from somebody and transplant it into another person. Because that body part has a purpose in itself, in it and of itself, to be a heart, to pump blood. So all of this let me know that this body that we have is just an engine. It's just an engine, that's all. It's just an engine, it's just a vehicle. It's just like a car doesn't have life, right? It needs a driver to operate it, right? That's what your soul is. Your soul is placed inside of a body, right? So say if you sold your car, right? You would still, you would still be you. You can get you another car. You see what I'm saying? But they would just sell the parts of the car because the purpose of the wheel is to move a car. Any part of the car, they can take it to a salvage yard. You see what I'm saying? Just like your body parts, they can be put up for sale. You can donate your body parts, you see? So your body is not you, okay? Now, hope y'all following what I'm saying. See, your body is not you. You are the one inside of the body that wakes up. See, your body, it doesn't wake up without you waking up. See, your body is always going to be in competition with your true self because your body has a purpose. Its purpose is just animal instincts. Eat, sleep, horny. Remember yesterday I said in that video, I was like, all this stuff is just penises and dicks and vaginas and pussy, whatever you call it. That's what all, look, let me show you. All these people, that's all this stuff is, man. Like you walk up to a girl and she try to, like, she curls up in a defensive position. You know why she doing that? Because she got a pussy. She knows what it's all about. She think that you want her pussy. That's basically it. And they think all men is thinking what they did. So it's all about, and basically they are. We have to be dishonest based upon females. You see? Men have to pretend that they really want to be with a girl because they love her. And no, that's something that women put you through because they need you more than you need them. They need you to protect them. And they need you as a man to fall for the whole program of having kids, getting married, taking care of children, protecting children, you know, all of the organic portal functioning for a man. Like a woman is, you know, her function is just to have the kids. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. And you as a man, you become dishonest in the process. You know, but saying all that to say, it just revolves around, like if I walk up to this lady right here and say something, she gonna look at me funny, like she don't know me. And the reason why she doing that, it's not because they're afraid or anything, because it's all about penis and vagina. That's all. That's what it all revolves around. You know, they can easily end the game. Like women control the atmosphere, the organic portal realm. They control the atmosphere. You see all these women walking around in here, they making it be like a situation where you have to walk on eggshells. The men, trust and believe me, the men walking around, women, beautiful girls, sexy girls, short dresses and stuff, they want to just touch, squeeze, but Women, they have the same desires, but it's not like they program different. You see, they wired different. The difference is they have eggs inside of them. See, what divides men from women more than anything is the fact that a woman has something in her that grows for 9 months, and she gives birth to that thing and actually suckles that baby like a cow. That's what some of you men don't understand. That's like the fundamental underlying difference between men and women. And I can go deep into that. That's like a great separation of why we think the way we think about things. As a man, you can't even begin to understand what it would be like to suckle something that came out of you. You see what I'm saying? Us men, see, our brains is not wired like that. We not as wired into this organic portal realm as females are. We're not. They constantly reminded what they are. Every month they passing eggs through them. You see what I'm saying? We're not caught in it as much as they are. They are the actual nails, bricks of this thing. Even before you come into the organic portal realm, you are in the organic portal realm of the female. I was thinking about it today. I was getting out of the shower and I was saying to myself, when a man and woman get together, even before they have sex, the moment they get together and start having sex, that's where the dependency begins. Meaning, in order to have a child, it's dependent upon a man and a woman coming together. That in itself creates dependency. A sperm is independent until it attaches itself to an egg and takes on genetic material from a female, and then it gets attached to the female via the umbilical cord. See, this whole creation process, in its essence, it's designed for us to depend upon something other than ourselves. It's designed for us to live for others and not ourselves, because a baby would die if not for a mother. You see what I'm saying? So it's like from the inception we are put at a disadvantage. You see, we don't come out of the womb running, standing up, saying, I can do this all on my own. I got this. No, a baby don't come out like that. A baby comes out into this world basically handicapped. Don't know anything. It can be harmed. It can't walk. It can't talk. All of that fits the description of what? Somebody that's deaf, not deaf, but, you know, mute people, crippled people, just totally dependent upon the system. That's where it begins. That's where the dependency begins. From the baby, from the stage of infancy, we learn dependency. We learn everything opposite of living for yourself and not for others. From the very start of who we are, you see? And that's why I say having kids is an evil thing, you see? And it all goes back to the time of the great falling away. That's where it all began, you see? And, you know, we get stuck in this vortex. We get stuck in this vortex, right? And the only way out is when you change your thinking to the left side of the brain. You got to switch from the right side of the brain and go left side of the brain. Like the name of this channel. You got to go from the right side of the brain and switch to the left side of the brain in order for you to figure anything out. But if you don't do that, you're going to be a rookie for the rest of your life. You'll never be a veteran. You know what I'm saying? I'm a veteran. But if you want to be a rookie for the rest of your life, you just stay in the infant mind. You stay in that dependency mind, looking for love. You see, love is a dependency emotion. I need somebody to love me. I don't need nobody to love me. I repeat, I don't need nobody to love me. You don't gotta like me. You don't gotta like me. I told y'all who I'm married to. Her name is Truth. She'll never divorce me. You don't gotta love me. You don't gotta like me. I'm good. Because I already realized what everything is about. If I die right now, I'm fine. How many of y'all can say that? If I die right now, I'm fine. I might get this shirt right here. Worldwide. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna get this if they got my size. It's a nice shirt. Yeah, y'all don't gotta love me. Just $8.90? Yeah, I'll do that. You know, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be okay. Know that. So love is something that, love is for wimps. What I said yesterday, are you a chump or a champ? It's one letter that separates that word. That's a new thing we're gonna start using on this channel. So that's gonna be on the quiz. Are you a chump or are you a champ? It's only one word, one letter separates those words. Figure out which one are you. If you're a dependency person, you need a lot of attention to motivate yourself. I'm self-motivated, baby. Left side of the brain, self-motivated. I'm not no organic portal. I'm not no clone. I'm not no follower. Left side of the brain is self-motivated. And yeah, I'm gloating too. That's right, because I got confidence in myself. That's one of the things I was going to talk about today. Confidence, common sense, and intelligence. Those are the ingredients for spiritual growth. For true life in this world, you got to have confidence, common sense, and intelligence. Common sense is knowing what to say, knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it, where to do it, and where not to do it. You can't express this type of conversation in front of everybody. You know everybody ain't on this, it's not on this level. You got to be smart. That's where your common sense comes in. Then your confidence. You don't need other people. You can live for yourself and not for others. You're not egotistical, you're confident. That's another part of it. And then intelligence. Intelligence is knowing how to see through the illusion that's around you. Knowing how to avoid certain entrapments. Knowing that when somebody comes up to you, that everybody is not coming up to you for your benefit. It's for their benefit. What I say, everybody that comes at you with a sweet voice don't mean they're a good person. But that's when your higher intelligence and your higher senses kick in, because some of these people are artificial sweeteners. They may act sweet and whatever, but they really not. And these are things that you will know in your innate self. Just like I said, you have innate organs that have an innate purpose. Also inside of you, you have an innate self that has innate senses built inside of it. So what I mean by that is, inside of your body is a soul, and your soul is a collection of information. You see? And it has higher senses. So you have to use that. Because your body it just has senses connected to hot, cold, appetites, desire. It just has this sense of feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. While we at it, join the Left Side of the Brain channel. Hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's go, gang. Hit the subscribe button. Left Side of the Brain. Add us on Instagram at Left Side of the Brain 2. Support us on the Patreon, www.patreon.com/Left Side of the Brain. I'm gonna leave all of that stuff in the description box. I just thought this was a nice shirt. Yeah, and I know I can hear it now in the comment section. People gonna be breaking down gang, and I already hear it. I already see it. They're gonna make that. I know, but I like that though. It's cool. People's gonna break that down, and I was just using that for an example. But I know, and that's good that we have those type of people as subscribers, because I like deep thinkers. You know what I'm saying? I like people to, because I'm like that too. When I looked at that shirt, you see, when your mind open up, you start realizing that everything is a subliminal message. It's just like that movie, They Live. Like, even you see that Coca-Cola classic, whether you know it or not, that means something. I don't feel like breaking it down right now. I mean, somebody might can say, you know, in the comment section, whatever. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not trying to break this down right now, but I'm just saying everything has like meaning to it. Like, you think when they created the C, the O, the C, the A, that they just did it arbitrarily? Even the alphabet that we use, no, it has a meaning to it. But they're not going to tell you the meaning of everything. You see, subliminal messages is okay. You know how I say everything in nature is a lesson and a metaphor for everything? Okay. Subliminal messages is a metaphor for like I was speaking about the organs that work subliminally, underlying, operated, controlled by your subconscious mind. Like when you sleep at night, your brain sends a signal to your heart and it keeps your heart beating. You see, it's subconscious, things that's going on. So if after the great falling away, these bodies were created, then analogous to the subconscious control of the organs, there is also a subconscious arrangement of words and letters and things that's around you that speaks to your subconscious mind, just like you have subconscious signals that's sent to your organs. Like right now, something is controlling your sense of sight and hearing right now. Something in your brain is processing all of this without you even thinking about it. You see what I'm saying? So just like that, how it operates, it's already designed to speak to us subconsciously in order to control us. You see, just like we don't think about gravity, but it holds us down to the ground. It keeps us from floating. Like most of the things that is around us to keep us in control, it's invisible. We don't see it. You see what I'm saying? It's invisible, but yet and still it's invisible, but it controls us. Like the planets orbiting around the sun, it's invisible. The gravitational pull is invisible, but yet and still it holds everything together. You know, the gravitational pull, it determines the shoreline, how far the water comes in, and how far it goes out. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of what controls us is in the invisible world, but it's real and it exists. Even what keeps us alive is invisible. You know what is it? You know what it is. What is it? It's called air. The air that we breathe feeds our brain. It gives us oxygen in our blood, and it pumps oxygen to our brain, and that's what keeps us conscious in this realm. You see? So that's how these things operate. And I know I went kind of deep in my explanation, and some of what I just said was some of the information that's going into my book. But, you know, hey, I spilled some of it, but that's, and in my book even gets deeper than that. Like some of the stuff I say on this channel, I'm just brushing the surface because I don't want to spoil everything right now. And that's why I just be saying certain stuff, but the stuff I really want to say, if I said it, I might get flagged. YouTube might, you know, might remove the channel and everything. So, and that's part of what I said: common sense, confidence, and intelligence. I'm not afraid of anything I say, but when they say freedom of speech, we know that that is not true. You can say certain things, but if you say too much, you will really find out that you don't have freedom of speech. Far as voicing your opinion out to the world on their platforms. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say in your mind and to each other, but on their platforms, you really don't have freedom of speech. And we all see how they get down because they removed my first channel. You know, but that's a whole nother story. And that's funny because, you know, I've seen so much, but we're not going to even go there. They selective, you know, as long as you're doing something that's, in their favor, oh, you good. They gonna give you pounds. What up, dog? Yeah, man, what's good? High five, yeah. That's how they gonna treat you. You coming across like me, and that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say dangerous. See, the type of stuff that I'm saying, it's worse to them than an actual murderer. It's worse to them than somebody who actually goes out and kills somebody. Because what I'm saying, see, if a person dies and they die as an organic portal, they can regain that person. That person is just going to recycle and be reborn as an organic portal. But if somebody is freed, actually freed from the constraints